Good morning, my friends. This is the Grimflayer. Hope you're all doing very well today. This is the promised channel update video in which we are going to lay out a few potential changes for the channel and allow you, the viewer, to vote on them. I have always said I will listen to and accommodate feedback to the best of my ability, and this is my attempt to do so, so I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet so that we're really clear about what's getting voted on and why. While I am talking about that, hey, check out our analytics. The numbers are getting pretty real on this channel, so thanks as always to everybody who watches and supports. I could not do it without you. And look at this over the last 90 days. We're growing like crazy. Thank you, everybody. We've got over 100,000 combined minutes of watch time, coming up on 10,000 total views, coming up on 200 subscribers. So this is just very, very cool. Yeah, thanks again to everybody. So the first question we need to answer on this channel is how we are going to sideboard. How I'm going to incorporate sideboarding into my videos. So I've gone back through all of the comments and feedback that have been left to me over the past month or so, and we basically have 5 options that I can see. Option number 1 is we do the really in-depth sideboarding that I have done on the majority of my videos. You can see basically any of my videos that are 2 weeks old or older for this. The sideboarding gets really in-depth, can take anywhere between 5 and 15 minutes, and my worry is that while some people I know for a fact really like it, I think for others it might be the slowest and least appealing part of the video. So, but that's still an option. I really like to do it, and I know there are a lot of people out there who do like it. So option 1 is the really in-depth sideboarding. Option 2 is the quick flyby sideboarding, where I just kind of talk about it at the beginning of Game 2. You can see my recent Arclight Red matchup for this, where I'm just kind of like, yep, we treat it mostly like Burn. We bring in Brutality and Finks. We take out most, if not all, copies of Bobbin and Thoughtseize, and then we, for the more fringe cards, instead of playing Fulminator Mage like we would against Burn, we bring in a little bit more Grave Hate like Nile Spellbomb. Something not much longer than that. That's an example of the flyby sideboarding. Option 3 would be just a quick written sideboard. I don't really address it in the video itself, but I would include my sideboard changes in the description. Option number 4 is something that a subscriber suggested, which I thought was interesting, which is I don't really do the sideboarding match to match, but I incorporate sideboard texts that are in depth into my video series, where I just would make a video how to sideboard with Golgari against insert archetype here, blue-white control, let's say. And then I could do the 5 to 15 minute really in-depth sideboarding, probably leaning more toward the 15-minute side of things because we'd explore a variety of options. So that's an option there. And option number 5 is nothing. We just don't really address sideboarding. We just kind of show gameplay, skate by the sideboarding. There are primers out there. There's discussion out there for sideboarding. Maybe we don't need to. So those are the 5 options. Once again, it's in-depth, flyby, written only, a series dedicated to sideboarding, or nothing at all. And I'll include these options in the description below, so just go to the comments and reply, or get at me on some other form of social media. But either way, let me know which of those you prefer for the channel. The other things we need to talk about are the Patreon tiers, and I'm opening up this voting and this feedback to everybody, whether you're a Patreon or whether you're not. I would still like to hear your feedback on how you think the Patreon tier should be structured. So we have a couple of things to discuss. By the way, the scouting report for the first month is going to be about humans, and I am working on that. That should be out in the next couple days. So for all of my Patreons, keep an eye out for that. And of course, give me your feedback on that as well. It'll be my first time releasing one, so, of course, your feedback there will help shape how they look going forward as well. But for this video, we're talking about the tiers. So we've got the scouting reports for the first tier. For the Confidant tier, you get to vote on the scouting report, which is pretty cool. the tire list, and then for the of the Veil tier, this is just, basically unlimited one-on-one coaching where I'm helping you tweak your deck, I'm helping you tweak your sideboard relative to your specific deck choices that might make things different from more stock lists or my own lists for that matter. The place that we need to offer a little bit more is in this tire list here. We as the channel grows and as the Patreon grows, I assume that the Q&A style questions will grow as well, and that's great. So you get to participate in the Q&As, and I'll make monthly videos about that, maybe more relative to demand. So that's cool, but I think we need a little bit more incentive in this $10 a month tier. That's a very, very generous level of subscription. So one thing I am considering is whether to do any cards through the mail. Nikachu MTG is a very successful YouTuber who has a very successful Patreon, and he does, I believe, a basic land signed by him at the $10 tier, a full art basic, and then at the $25 tier he's doing something a little bit more valuable. I know that his tiers are in flux, so let's not talk too much more about his specifics, but in general, he's doing some cards through the mail type stuff, and I just want to gauge the interest in that. Whether you're a Patreon or not, do you think that cards through the mail are a good incentive here at the higher tiers, or would you rather see something else? So I'll include this in the description as well. Make sure to vote on this and make sure to let me know if you have any other ideas. I am always open-minded. The third and final thing we're voting on, this was a patron's idea, is whether or not we want to do a Discord for the patrons. So the advantages of doing a Discord is that it's kind of a semi-exclusive little chat group. A lot of people really like the format of Discord itself. It also enables voice chats, which is potentially pretty cool. So we could get down on something like that. The only real con to doing a Discord, as I see it, is that discussion is already a little bit decentralized. I'm already participating on YouTube, on MTG Salvation, in the BG Rock Facebook group, and potentially in other places as well. So, having a Discord may or may not spread me a little bit thinner and, potentially keep some interesting discussions in a more confined spot. That said, I am here for you guys. So if there is a lot of support for doing this Discord, I think it's honestly a really cool idea, and I will 100% set it up. Just let me know. So that's the third thing we're voting on, is yay or nay to the Discord for patrons, and I think the Discord would just be to anybody, Inquisitor and up, $1 a month and up, you're in on the Discord. I don't see any reason not to gate that any higher. So yeah, we have three things we're voting on. We're voting on how I'm going to sideboard moving forward for the channel videos. We're voting on whether or not cards in the mail are a good incentive for the higher tiers of Patreon, and if not, what some other incentives might be. And third, we are voting on whether or not to do a Discord channel for the subscribers of Grimflayer MTG on YouTube. So, I like I said, I went back through all of the comments on every form of social media over the last month. I'm sure I missed some, so if there are some ideas that have been pitched to me that I forgot here, let me know about those too in the comments, and my apologies if so. Or if you just have new ideas for the channel, like I'm always trying to mold the channel to the preferences of the viewers and especially of the supporters. So thanks for watching this. Please, please, please let me know what you think the best way to go forward with regard to all of these things and more is. And yeah, I look forward to hearing your comments. I also look forward to getting back to gameplay. I should be releasing another gameplay video later on today, so keep your eye, as always, on the channel for that. And thanks again to all of my supporters in whatever way you support the channel. Much appreciated. So let me know what you think about all this, and I will keep everybody posted on how things are going to look moving forward once I get sufficient feedback. So thanks again, have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.